talk about a big play. Hey, you don't get any bigger than that.
Tonight, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Sam Howell and the Washington Commanders taking on Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Tonight we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Washington Commanders. The veteran Joey Sly set to get us started, and we are underway in our nation's capital. Tyler Scott now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off of play action, you've got an all-star in the making.
Now Herbert to start the drive. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Herbert once more. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Herbert powering up the middle. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Fields. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Fields. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Fields. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Here we go. Green 19,
Mooney, the motion man right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. On 3rd down, Herbert. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this will remain a scoreless game. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Now 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their 36-yard line. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 7. Now Howell. Open man is the tight end, John Bates. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd and 1. Hal's going to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Tress Way on fourth down is sent out to punt. Back deep, Trent Taylor. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
From his goal line here, Fields looking deep here for Mooney. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Here's a give to Herbert. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The Commander's going to retake the field for drive number 2. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Powell's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. On the draw, Robinson. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here is 3rd and 5. Faking the handoff, Howell. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us, As they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. It wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10. Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Jamin Davis there to bring him down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 40 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled.
Hello, Emilicious. Hello, Camp Crystal Lake. Good to see you both. Thank you for the drive-by like.
Chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Fields.
I know I'm playing everybody's favorite game.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
On 2nd and goal, here's an option play left.
You stink.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
The run option.
He saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have it.
Got his man, and it's caught.
Nice. Really done. I'm okay. I'm doing okay. I hope you're doing well.
A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Santos with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. 5 plays there on that drive.
You like the colors? Me too.
Touchdown for Chicago.
Nothing better than orange and white and blue.
After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
You think?
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
In case you're wondering, I'm eating goldfish for my stream snacks tonight. Because they're great. Actually, that's the wrong slogan. But oh well.
First and 10 at the 38.
I appreciate you for being in and out, as always. Good seeing you. I hope you had a good day.
A gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Hal down to throw it.
Joseph Grill, hello. Luke, good to see you.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one, it earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first and 10, it's Robinson, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second down, Hal now. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
I'm sorry you had a rough day today.
Hal trying to pick it up on 3rd. He's going to drop this one down.
That's one thing that I'm glad I don't miss.
Another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A lot of stuff. Breaking down, shove the food, which is... you save the food. Okay, that's good. That's good.
But not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Robinson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
He'll slide on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was capped off by the touchdown run from Brian Robinson. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Starting on the ground with Herbert. And shedding through the tackle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll go again with Herbert. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll run with Herbert. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Kind of quiet tonight. I want to thank you all for being here. Hope you're all doing well. We're playing some Madden here tonight. Oh, no. That was awful.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. To throw is Fields. Now fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Now here's Trenton Gill now. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
From the 24 now, here's second down and a yard. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And down he'll go at the 25. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off play action. It's Howell. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Here's Howell. And that will be incomplete.
Well, if nothing else, they were able to pick up 1 first down on this drive and get it away from their own goal line. But not much happening after that, and it leads to a punting situation.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and the Bears take over. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. A handoff for Herbert. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 40 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for him.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect it. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick slant, Dotson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Powell. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10. And Howell will throw it. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now throwing on first down here. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's 2nd and 3. Howell looking to throw again. And yet again, it's McLaurin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 30. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw, Howell. And that is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Sly able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a second down and 9. Here's Fields. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued. Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing here, Howell. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Second and 10.
Hey Ghosty, good to see you. I'm doing good. Welcome back, King Crystal Lake. Good seeing you.
Back to throw.
Playing a little bit of football. We got an interception here. Awesome. About time. Let's go.
And the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
How you doing, sir? Hope you had a good weekend.
Their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early. I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's
kind of a quiet night tonight, but not too bad for a Monday. Playing some Monday Night Football.
I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain, puts them in a pretty good spot.
Get that first down. Nice.
47 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, right back to her.
Wide open.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of
another wide open.
Faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about.
I don't want to throw it though. I really don't want to throw it.
In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Here's Fields now on second down. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Deron Payne able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 38-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of
Here's a
room
nice
in the middle
catch.
of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Really nice catch.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. On the option left is Fields. And he caught
No, hold on the ball. Hold on the ball.
But fortunately, he's able
Good.
to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated.
Hold on to the ball.
And what do you
Come
think
on.
the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On second down, here's Foreman. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice.
Field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead.
Nicely
That had to
done.
be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Herbert. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are once again back in front.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. after the touchdown. Here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Washington offense set to take over again. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They run the draw here with Robinson. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
His throw incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Checks this one down to Robinson. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
David Wolfie, hello. Good to see you.
As he sends this one away. Broken tackle.
Hope you're doing well.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. We switch the attention now.
Just chilling, playing some football tonight. Nothing too serious.
It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books. But it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, it's Black Widow 24. Hey, Christy, good to see ya. How you doing?
On the option right is Fields. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see everybody here.
Most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
He would have caught it. He would have caught it.
Incomplete.
Gosh.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession,
I don't know, guys.
They can compete with this offense.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields. He's going to
catch
look
it
deep for more.
Oh, man. Come on, dude. Rip.
A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off.
We're not catching the ball tonight. We're not throwing the ball correctly.
Great field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and you know,
it's all right.
normally we
focus
on the media, right? The social
it's all right,
media
Chad. Don't worry.
How
was everyone doing?
In his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, well, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like
hey, troublemaker. Good to see you. How you doing, sir? Good seeing you both tonight.
On first down, Howell. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Second down and 4. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down, Howell. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And Ron Rivera, he's going to keep the offense on the field. They're going for it. Little bootleg here, Howell. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Bears will get the football back. So an interesting decision at this stage of the game to go for it. Do you think maybe that missed field goal earlier had anything to do with it?
If it did, I'm really surprised because usually one miss is not enough to alter your game plan. My only thought is maybe he got hurt or maybe they just understand that it's not his day for some other reason we don't know right now. But in general,
nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Deron Payne, make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down. Back to throw, Fields. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Well, they've looked his way quite a bit in this first
Let's go.
half,
Come on.
Good reason. You can see it there. He has such a handle.
Hopefully you all had a great weekend.
Just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
On first down, it's Fields. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact.
Wow,
Brings
really?
up second down.
I am doing good.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down.
2-minute warning.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
I don't remember the commands.
Third down and 13. Now it's Fields.
He would have caught it. Are you kidding me?
Excellent
wow.
Third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Catch the ball. Come on, dude.
They're going on 4th and 13.
You had a busy day today. They're always busy. Nice. First down.
It's gonna be caught. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup.
All right.
As the sticks make a drastic shift.
We're doing good now. We're doing good.
This is not for the faint of heart right here.
We're doing okay, chat. Don't worry. Don't worry.
It's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a
Crystal Lake, thank you for being here. You're the best. Thank you all for being here. Alright, I'm not going to RPO. If we can't do our job, we're not going to RPO.
For that time on the sack, and it brings up second. A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Are you kidding me?
Third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Slide for the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. DJ Moore headed back out as the Bears take over on possession. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
.35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Don't jump. Ready? 3-19,
Pick six last drive. Here's Fields again. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And got his man complete. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards.
They keep looking his way, and he certainly keeps delivering. That puts him just shy of 200 yards receiving now for the game. And I've got a feeling they'll keep calling his number until the end. Gotta wonder, if you're on defense and you know he's getting the ball, can't you make an adjustment?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a solid first half of football for the Alabama man, Brian Robinson. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
right, Coach. Thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now Howell. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Looking to throw. Howell. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. On the move past the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's into space past the 25 and all the way down to the 17-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another 1st down.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Howell down to throw it. This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. And the Commanders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
They'll motion out one of the tight ends. Robinson is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Robinson again, and he will take it in. Touchdown.
Appreciate you guys for being here tonight. I hope you're enjoying the stream. And if you haven't already, hit that like button, share it out, and subscribe. I appreciate you all for being here. You guys are awesome.
Drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Herbert to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just get...
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. 33 yards that time.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout, and they hook up again for another big play.
Fields on first down. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an
I was going to challenge that because that was out of bounds. We got lucky.
On second down, a run with Herbert.
There we go. First down. Come on. That would have been a first down.
78 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Herbert once more. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at
Hey,
the
Lemon.
26.
Good to see ya. How you doing?
There, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something.
It's kind of a quiet night tonight all over. It's good seeing you.
He did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Herbert powering up the middle, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Foreman powering ahead. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line.
Thank you for the drink, Lemon. Appreciate you.
Game, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Slot man moves right. On third down.
Oh, come on.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. Santos' kick is up and through. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
Well, I'm glad you're here as well.
Response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
I'm enjoying
Exactly
that.
right
I'm enjoying
because
you
I
all
think
here.
You needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Following the made field goal, out instead is the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick this away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And the Washington offense heading out. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack.
Well, at least I'm losing for you tonight.
If they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Well, tomorrow I'll probably do an afternoon stream. I don't know yet. We'll see how I feel.
On first down.
I'm definitely going to be playing Fortnite tomorrow.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline.
I'll definitely keep that in mind, Lemon.
And not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way.
I'll definitely keep that in mind.
They have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Second down and a run by Robinson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Howell throwing on third down here. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Looking to throw. Howell. That's Samuel. Caught left side. And a pretty little juke move there, but not a ton to show for it afterwards as he's brought down. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Back to the ground with Robinson. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Robinson will try to pick it up. And boy, he is very close to a first
I like the
down,
Dorito flavored.
Spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Or the nacho flavored. LOL. Dorito.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have a Washington first down. They didn't get a lot, but they do convert on fourth. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Howell's throw into the hands of McLaurin. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes those tip balls turn out to be like a pinball, just bounce all over the place. Everyone's got to go up and get it. In this case,
well, we talk about tip drills for defensive players like you, but what about the offensive guys? They do any tip drills?
I think they'll work on it as well. Oftentimes in the Hail Mary
Every time I go to Subway, I always get either the Lay's chips or the Doritos.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there.
Lady's choice.
He sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
Come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw. Howell. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field, but sometimes
go right ahead.
The touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards.
I hope you enjoy your drink there, Lemon.
Fields now to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Lewis. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because
have a drink on me. Have a drink on me.
Then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete there to St. Brown. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A good pickup, 17 yards.
Yeah, no, I don't have the greatest singing voice.
From the gun, here's Fields. That's complete right side to Komet. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. This one taken in on the right sideline.
Come on, we could have got it. We could have got that 1st down. Come on now.
Brings up 3rd down. They'll run with Herbert. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the 1st down or not. You want that upfield foot to be be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. 2nd and 6. Fields. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, here's Fields. That pass complete to Moore. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Good for 26 and a 1st down. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
And they'll let the quarterback keep
Go.
it 1st and 10.
Go.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets
That's gonna hurt.
For 2nd down. A handoff for Herbert. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Here comes 3rd down at 7. Draw play and give to Herbert. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
We're going for it.
It's just short. He got
You have to go for it.
He needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
Come on.
They'll try and run for it.
No.
And he is not going anywhere.
Oh, shoot, man.
They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that, but finally gets stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Here's Howell. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw. Howell. And a dump off here to Robinson. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, It could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now 2nd and 5. Robinson up the middle. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Powell out of the shotgun. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down. Didn't convert.
Are you a Bears fan there, Lemon?
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact,
I don't think I'm going to.
They just want to make sure they get it done.
But I'm trying.
That they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Herbert. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And quickly they get to the line. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up.
Okay.
4th down, Fields has to have this one.
Yeah, I knew it was going to happen.
It's an interception. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35. The 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes it for in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
The Commanders preparing for their next possession. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Now 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their 36-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. And Hal will throw it.
You Houston fan.
Right back to Dodson.
See here.
Midfield inside 45. 13 yards yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed
Next
about,
Monday.
and worked on throughout his career.
No.
Because in these types of situations,
2 weeks from today, I'm going to be playing Houston at Seattle.
Foul to the air on 1st and 10. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
It's Howell with another throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson.
Oh, no.
Inside the 5. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., 44 yards. And the Commanders have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
So July 6th.
And Brian Robinson finished things off.
I'm going to be playing Houston.
Grab. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. On the return, here's Tyler Scott. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Cleveland,
The Bears offense
Cincinnati.
now heading back out onto the field.
Definitely not Buffalo. I hate Buffalo.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Or I should say, I dislike Buffalo.
Foreman on the ground. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. To throw is Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His 5th catch tonight. And
yes,
it's good
Browns.
for a 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
On the Commanders,
that would have worked.
He's taken down. Jonathan
that would have worked.
Former 1st-round pick, getting
he was
in there
wide
to
open too.
Down. This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now Fields. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Washington offense set to take over. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
First down, Howell to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Powell. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing here, Howell. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. The Chicago offense set to get started. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll run here with Herbert. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They'll go again with Herbert. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 124 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
I'm trying, Lemon.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
I don't know what's going on tonight, guys.
To go on 2nd down from the 27. Here's Fields.
Get in there.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Gotta be kidding me.
Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too.
Just catch the dang ball.
Give him
Good
big credit for his coverage right there.
grief.
When he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
One-handed catch. Nice.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
I don't care. 1st and goal.
Stops is now, and they convert
I don't care.
4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down. Trailing in the 4th quarter, they got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you know.
Boom.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So the 2nd time tonight he has hit the end zone, Charles.
Some people just have a natural nose for the end zone, and he's exhibiting that here in this game. Big-time job, and of course he's got to pat the backs of the offensive line.
Yeah, they can't be lost in the
That was horrible.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I have to admit, I love the excitement of the 2-point try. To see what's going to happen, and it happens pretty quickly, doesn't it? You get an answer, and in this case,
Polish sausage.
for the guys trying it.
Completely unrelated. I just realized that I stole both your pins in this last game. My bad, partner.
Hey, that's okay. Well, and just in the time they went for 2.
The Washington offense back out there. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They run the draw here with Robinson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Back to throw. Howell. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Thomas. And oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down.
4th and inches. They're going to get a 1st down.
But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
They always do. But when I try to do it, it's like never fails. You know? Oh, they're actually going to punt. Okay. All right.
Here's Tressway now.
I'll take it back.
6th time tonight. This is
I would have went for it. I would have went for it.
Sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I was going to say, Lemon. I would have went for it.
On the ground with Herbert. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers.
I always play the computer.
Are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
2nd down, they go back to Herbert. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Out of the gun, Fields. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Deron Payne, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance.
We can't throw the ball tonight.
1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got a try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. Apparently they weren't interested in playing the field position game. They opt to keep their offense out there. A big mistake in hindsight.
Yeah, that one backfired, and hindsight's always 20/20, but let's call it what it was. We would have first guessed that one and said, don't do it here. Bad situation. I think they need to be closer to midfield before I would start to think it was a good idea.
Yeah.
And once you start taking risks like that, you're going to have to keep taking them throughout the game, especially when they don't work.
Yeah, at this stage of the second half, interesting. Now throwing on 1st down here. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Howell over the middle, complete to Samuel. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. 3rd and 2. Here's Howell. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Two-minute warning.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
You're having bratwurst? Yum. I want some.
I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Robinson, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr., a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification. That's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. Would you say 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Sly on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by the touchdown run from Brian Robinson. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So now Fields and the Bears down by 15. 1:06 to play. They need 2 touchdowns and at least 1 two-point conversion mixed in there as well. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Deron Payne in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. Looking to throw on second down. Fields able to find Kmet, and he will get a good amount of yardage back on second down, but the clock still runs. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now it's Fields.
No.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Commanders pick up the victory as we say so long from our nation's capital.
Yeah, it was a fun game. So, alright guys, I'm gonna call it here. I want to thank y'all for being here. Amy is still alive. She's playing Rebirth. So we're gonna go ahead and do a hashtag N.O.R.A. and then we'll do a stream tomorrow. Be on the lookout for an afternoon stream. I may be streaming early. Maybe we'll do 2 streams tomorrow. We'll see how I feel. So, alright. Much love. Take care. And I'll see y'all tomorrow.